video on this. If you're having, if you're feeling like very low energy, either during, just your day to day, or your workouts, or your, like, if you play tennis or basketball or pickleball. And so here's what we would do, okay? It's very, very simple. But the thing is, people get confused and they don't want to, they hear conflicting advice and whatnot. Look, I've been playing basketball my entire life since I was like 5. I still play. I'm 37 years old. I'm 5'11". I still play basketball at a very high level. I play with the local high school team over here all the time, and it's I'm about 155, 160 pounds most of the time, and I've deadlifted 500, squatted 350, blah blah blah. So I'm very, very strong, just overall, but also just specifically for my height and my weight. So here's what you gotta do. You need some carbohydrates. The primary system of the body to fuel things, to provide, like a car, if you do not put fuel, if you do not put gas in the car, it's not gonna go. So the primary fuels for a car is gasoline. The only fuel. For your body, we have to have fuel to do all the stuff that the body does. And the primary fuel for that is carbohydrates. Okay, this is how it works. This is why it's tough in the fitness and nutrition industry and the health industry, because people are trying to sell stuff. So they'll talk about other things, right? And they'll say, oh, carbs are the devil. Like, how are carbs the devil when the biology is literally built on using carbohydrates? Yes, you can fuel with fat. The body, like, God is amazing. The body has another fuel system. It has a backup fuel system, right? And that's where we use fat for energy. That's where we can use, keto. It is not efficient. It is not the body's, it is not the first thing that will get used for energy. And so we want to work with that. Can keto work? Yes, of course it can work. But you will not find high performance people doing keto, right? Like, it's just not going to happen. I've been around high level sports, and I'm friends with a lot of sports scientists, and there are no athletes who are fueling with fat as their primary source. It's carbohydrates, okay? So we got to get over this fear of, but sugar is bad. No, it's not, okay? Being overweight is bad for your health, right? Feeling like shit all the time is bad, okay? So here's my recommendation, right? We're going to talk about specifically before your workouts or before games, or like you're going to go play pickleball with your buddies or your friends or whoever. Pickleball is hella fun, by the way. I would highly recommend it. Make sure you do 2-on-2. It's a good way to get into it. It's more fun. You're gonna take 50 grams of carbs, right? And preferably in a fast, like, straight sugar form. So what could that be? If you want to be, I don't want artificial things, that's fine. You don't have to. Fruit, dried fruit, honey, these types of things. 50 grams of carbs from that source 30 minutes prior to whatever you're about to do. If you're okay with it, and you're not, like, shaking in your boots because of sugar is bad and artificial this, artificial that, then you can have you could have table sugar, you could have gummy worms, you could have Skittles, you could have whatever you want. The point is, 30 minutes prior, take 50 grams of carbs, okay, and then do the thing. I want you to do that for the next week's worth of workouts or games or whatever, and see if you start to notice a difference. Okay, so it is very valuable, and you will notice a performance increase when you start doing that. All right, now, no, it's not going to make you fat if you're in a calorie deficit. No, it's not going to. Oh, what about insulin? Like, we'll save that for another day, but I just wanted to let you know, like, if you want to improve your performance and not feel like shit during workouts, which is then counterproductive, it's still obviously valuable to do a workout because you always will feel better after a workout, even if it's light. But you want to get something out of that workout, and you want to be able to perform and have energy to do so. All right. And by the way, so this has come up several times in the last couple weeks with clients, and so that's what we've done. And literally every single person's like, "Oh my God, I feel so much better." Big surprise.